I went into this office, truly, I think right before the receptionist was about to call security, the doctor walks out and takes me back into his office. And he ultrasounds my thyroid, immediately followed by a biopsy. And truly about 15 minutes later, he came back in. That's fast. Who's down with the medical system? That's like insane. Yeah. It's like Speedy Gonzalez, truly. So he came back and looked at me and said, this is either cancer or a cold. And I looked at him and said, well, which is it? And he didn't have to answer me. He can't anyways, legally. So just by the way he looked at me, I knew that I was in for something. So once I was truly diagnosed, a day later, which again I thought was pretty amazing, you know, my mother and I, we sat in with the first doctor we saw, who proceeded to tell me papillary carcinoma, thyroid cancer. This is the easiest cancer you're gonna get. If you're gonna get cancer, this is the one to have. No one should ever be able to say that out loud, ever. But I'm 12 years in, right? So, yeah, this is what I was told, and I'm trying to not take forever, because I can honestly talk for days. We proceeded, and in the process of being sick, and it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's physical, mental, spiritual, emotional. Sickness is debilitating, and it's all encompassing. And we do our best to get up, put one foot in front of the other, and try to figure out what the hell to do next. But we listen, and we listen to what they tell us to do because they know better than we do. Hopefully most of the time that is true. So, my cancer proved to be metastatic into my lymph system, as well as resistant to the only cure, which is radioactive iodine. That put me in the 1% of survival for this cancer. Again, I've been alive 12 years. So yoga is amazing if you don't do it. So metastatic, resistant. I had my first neck dissection ear to ear, clavicle to clavicle. And right after that, my ablation, which is the radiation. This was interesting because when you're radiated to this extreme, they can't put you in the building with everyone else. So I literally was brought to an outbuilding that was like the back of a semi-truck. And some of you have been through this. So I go in, and they're not friendly. They barely say anything to me. And they put me in this room, and I hear the door lock. And I'm thinking, really? Because first of all, nobody puts baby in a corner. Truly. Anyone that knows me knows that. That's a bad idea. Don't trap a caged animal. Don't do that. I'm scared already. I'm mad already. So they lock me in. Next thing, this guy comes in. He says nothing to me. He looks me up and down and leaves. Okay, locks me in again. So about 15 minutes later, he comes back in a full bee suit, head to toe covered, back like a bee suit, gloves, booties, with tongs. Hands me this huge pill. It's not like a fish. It wasn't like I caught a fish. It was a huge pill, and I had just been cut open ear to ear, clavicle to clavicle. And all he says to me, I swear, all he says to me is, swallow it. And I'm sorry, I did this, you guys, I'm not gonna lie. I'm super dirty. And I was trying to get something out of this person. And I looked at him, and I said, now you're gonna buy me dinner first?
Yeah.
Nothing. B-man, nothing. I'm pretty sure there was no one behind the aisle. So he leaves and locks me in. About 20 minutes later, comes back. I swear this is all true. Comes back with a Geiger counter like you see in the movies. And the closer that he gets to me, you know, the faster it starts to beep, and it's faster and faster and faster. And then he says nothing and leaves and locks me in. About 20 minutes after that, comes back, Geiger counts me. I must be good to go because he leaves the door open. Guess that means I can leave. So I walk out, go to reception, and they say, my mom is back there, she was with me through all this crap. The reception asked me, they said, did you bring anyone with you? And I said, yeah, you told me to. I brought my mom. And they said, well, you can't be within 8 feet of any other human being. All right? So then they give me a hat, a mask, gloves, a plastic hazmat outfit. It was very sexy. Truly, booties, and said, well, try not to touch her. So we're driving home and we're cracking up because people are driving by. I lived in LA for way too long to pass up that opportunity. So as people drove by, I just look right at them. Like, you're gonna get you. It'll get you. We get home. I had to be quarantined for a week. My kids were 14 months and 3. They had to go to my mom's for that week. We had to build a wall and a door at the top of my stairs because if I had touched one of my cats, I would have killed them. That's how radioactive I was. Sheets had to be thrown away, disposable cell phone. What else? Oh, flush the toilet 3 times, which now is still a habit. Probably not a great one. I did check though, because in the movies with stuff like that, your pee would glow in the dark. It totally did. I checked. It did, which was kind of a perk. It was. So the week started off, I'm a yogi, and I'm thinking, okay, I can do this. I'm gonna grab hold of the other 7 limbs of this practice and meditate. And I'm writing poetry and songs, and about 3 days in, I'm just pissed. And I'm writing like Annie DeFranco songs, basically. Watching VH1 and cursing everything. Week is over, go back in, it did nothing. So this is how we figured out that it was resistant. And I had 4 neck dissections within 14 months of each other. I got 3 years before my 5th. And it's working. I don't know, I'm still here, right? What a blessing.
Yeah, you are! Woo!
Life is too short to let the black cloud of sadness, anger, fear follow you around. It just is. And I think, again, now 26 years in my practice, having cancer truly has been an amazing blessing because I'm different. I'm a better mom. I'm a better sibling. I'm a better daughter. I'm a better human being. I'm a better lover. You pay attention. Just saying. It's true. So, it has been extraordinary, and I feel blessed to be here, and I love you guys. My God, I don't know. I don't know how I would have built what we've been able to build and do in this community and share the way that I feel open enough to share if my cancer never came. So, again, honor the things that you go through because they make you, and you are extraordinary, that's all. So yeah, be you and love it always, always, always. So I was asked, why comedy and cancer? Laughter heals. It's proven that it heals not only the anatomical body, but it changes the chemistry of the brain, right? So let's laugh our asses off tonight and give these amazing people who showed up all that